Okay, so guys, listen. Let's talk about Candace Owens, the trajectory of Candace Owens. There was a time when she was like a hero. We needed her, the red pill, black woman who walked onto the scene and spoke the truth. She spoke truth to power, as they say. She was exposed in the Democrat plantation and given a voice to a movement that was being silenced. She was sharp, she was witty, she was fearless, and she was someone who we consider to be like ours or a part of what we had going on. But if you look at today's landscape, April 2026, somewhere between the exit from the Daily Wire and the descent into what many are calling a fever dream of the extreme fringe, the mission changed. It for Candace Owens is no longer about policy or the movement. It's about the Candace show. When you start peddling theories that Israel was behind the assassination of Charlie Kirk, or you spend your airtime debating the gender of the French first lady while the world is on the brink of chaos in the Middle East, it seems like you may be someone who has lost the plot. The hero we once knew, the lady who we once believed was fighting for the truth, is now what we would call a grifter. We see now she just fights for the clicks. People don't understand that Candace Owens went from a journalist in a media on a media outlet. Was at the Daily. Which one is that? Shapiro, the Daily Wire. I forgot what it's called, but she was a journalist on a credible media outlet, and then she started her own gossip show called The Candace Show. So what people don't grasp is that now Candace Owens is not obligated to tell you the truth because what she's doing is not considered journalism. Understand that, right? So she has to keep it real, man. She doesn't have to keep it real. She can say whatever she wants because it falls under, entertainment. And that's why when I clicked into the Candace show and I heard this girl talking about celebrity gossip, I understood that I had to make a separation between what Candace Owens talks about on the Candace show and what Candace Owens talks about on a mainstream media outlet that in a news show, which requires you to maintain journalistic integrity. It's the same thing with Tucker Carlson. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that Sugar Free and Dewan might be the same person, but you'll never catch them in the same room at the same time. Make the separation, people. Don't be dull. There's entertainment, then there's journalism. Candace Owens show, entertainment. Tucker Carlson show, entertainment. Fox News, journalism. Daily Wire or Daily, whatever she was on. I think Daily Wire, journalism, right? That's just the division. And even those entities have some entertainment in there too, right? But she's now transitioned from being a warrior for the conservative values that we all hold dear to selling division, chasing the most outlandish rabbit holes just to keep the spotlight burning. You can't claim to be a truth seeker while burning down every bridge with the people who built the movement alongside you. It's a tragedy. It's really hard to watch. Watching someone who could have been a generational leader settle for being a professional provocateur. And I knew something was up with Candace when I heard her talking about celebrity gossip, and she's being exposed as being a grifter. Now, will she come back into the fold of journalism? Maybe, but we're having a hard time with the advent of the internet separating grift from journalism. So let me give you an example of how we know Candace be grifted. This is a monologue, a montage of Candace Owens talking about the death of Charlie Kirk. We're getting close. It was Israel. It was this person. It was that person. Now she's going as far as saying Donald Trump killed Charlie Kirk for Israel. Like Donald Trump killed Charlie Kirk. She's just getting more unhinged by the day, but she understands what gets the clicks. Check this out.
Of Charlie Kirk.
Getting close to something, keep going, and we are definitively getting closer to what took place on that day.
Okay.
And we are getting closer.
October 1st.
We're close.
October 3rd.
We are definitively getting
October 10th.
closer. We're getting close.
30th.
We're getting close. Very close.
Very close
We're
now.
inching ever closer.
Ever.
We are now, I believe, extremely close to solving this
1st.
thing.
Extremely.
As I get
Now we're
inch closer
extreme.
and closer to discovering the truth, I've got a feeling about that. We're close. We're getting
close.
closer to something, and that
Closer.
something is pretty big. I
Pretty big.
just sense that
Pretty
we're
big.
getting close. I sense that we are getting very close, and we
senses
are
we're
getting
getting close.
closer, getting
Closer.
very close to
close
something. We're
to
getting
something.
closer because we
Closer.
are getting close. We are definitely getting closer. Very close. We are very close. We are close. We are dangerously close.
Oh, now dangerously.
Close to something.
Dangerously now.
And I think every day we are inching closer to killed.
Okay, not just
Charlie
inching.
Kirk. You know we're getting close. We're inching ever
know we are.
closer. We are inching closer, a little closer to solving the
A little
Charlie
closer.
Kirk
February
murder.
3rd.
I'm getting very close.
Now the
and
6th.
we are getting very close. But I'm getting closer. I'm getting
Sure you are.
real close.
Real
My prayers
close.
are with you, Candace. You are close. We are close.
We
and
are
we're getting
close.
closer. to
Are
the
you
truth.
close?
We get closer. We are getting close.
But
Wow.
Are you close? I think she's really.
She spent a year telling y'all that she's getting closer to finding out who got Charlie Kirk killed. Well, you're dumb because we all know that it was a radical, deranged transgender sympathizer who was dating a transgender who was so pissed off that he took a gun to a college campus and murdered Charlie Kirk. Oh, no, Brandon, that's impossible. That ain't what it is. Well, look at Sandy Hook. Look at all these school shootings. It is very possible because in 2026, transgenders have been involved in many shootings since the death of Charlie Kirk. So we understand that there's like a wave of psychosis that is taking over, and they are now going to get the gun and going onto the campus to try to do damage in defense of, their identity, at least in their mind. So she spent a year convincing you she was getting close to some revelation, while in reality she was just pulling you further and further away from what was actually the facts. But I understand what Candace is doing because she is now hosting an entertainment show. She is not held to the standard of a journalist on the Candace Owens show. It's like saying Ricky Lake or what was that one chick's name? Jenny Jones or Jerry Springer have to tell you the truth. No, they don't. They're just running a talk show. They're not even coming to you as if they're journalists. They're like, no, we're going to talk and we're going to entertain you. And if we got to hire people to lie to you to entertain you, then we'll do that. And how many millions and millions of people watch those shows? Those shows have found a new life on the internet. And based on how big your production capability is, you are able to run bigger and bigger shows, bigger and bigger productions of bullshit, and it's totally legal. But what is also totally legal is for you to do research so that you can find the truth instead of just saying, Candace Owens said it, I'm just going to believe it. Tucker Carlson said it, so it must be true. That's why you don't see all conservatives jumping on the bandwagon of Candace Owens, because we understand what Candace Owens is doing. The most compelling thing she did was expose Kamala, 100%. But she's all over Erica Kirk, and there's nothing there. She was all over the president of France, prime minister of France, his wife. She's a man. And people were watching that shit every day to hear her call this woman a man. No, she ain't a man. I talk about Michelle Obama being a man, but at the end of the day, Michelle Obama is not a man. She's just an ugly ass woman. But I know she's not a man. Now, if I got up here every day, Candace Owens, let me tell y'all what Candace Owens did. Candace Owens filled in Alex Jones's spot. Alex Jones lost his spot after the Sandy Hook shit, and she just stepped right in. She has people who she can go to and say, what's like the biggest niche market right now, and how do I get in? And those writers will write her a script. Do you think she just, in her mind, said, I'm going to keep on, I'm going to drag these people for a year by keep saying, I'm getting close, I'm getting real close, I'm getting real close, No, there's somebody wrote that. Somebody gave her that idea. Right? Oh, she's totally jealous. I'm not going to lie to you. I think her and Charlie Kirk was doing it. I'm not going to lie. I believe Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk were smacking. Or she had a boner for bro and was like, make me your black bride. And bro probably was like, nah, I'm not into you like that. We just homies. I'm not hating on the black queen. I know how black women get around that white meat. They like shit. And listen, would you blame her? It's kind of hard not to fall in love with someone who agrees with you on so many things. Ideologically, they are shit soulmates, basically. They go do debates. She's real strong with the debate stuff. He's super strong with the debate stuff. I mean, I'm just saying, Charlie probably used to get her moist, bro. He's so fucking smart. Oh my God, look how he just, women who are into that, they get off on that kind of stuff. And I honestly think when he married Erica Kirk, it broke her heart. And so now, while he was alive, she has so much love for bro that she wouldn't dare try to comfort him. But posthumously, she's trying to destroy Erica Kirk. She probably looks in the mirror every day. She probably got a little picture of Charlie in a locket or something or on her phone, and she probably look at that joint every day and cry. It's like the Jada Pinkett and Tupac type shit. She probably feels like they were meant to be together. And Erica Kirk ruined that. 100%. Charlie was waiting for his wife. 100%. But that doesn't mean some unhinged black chick couldn't have thought that you were supposed to be her soulmate. I'm not reaching at all. Bro, just the way they act. They knew each other since they were younger, too. People don't know that. They got pictures of when they were young, going around doing stuff, hanging out and all that. You could just, with women, you could just tell, like, how they talk about somebody tells you, like, it betrays them, It's hard for women to hide when they are, like, in love with somebody. And I'm telling you, she had no love for Erica Kirk, bro. She like, just when I heard her talking about him, I was just like, yo, she's in love with this dude. She was in love with bro. Real talk. She was in love with bro. But she comes out, she got all these videos. Either they destroy me or I destroy them. She's talking tough and making you think she's on the verge of something. And it's like, yo, y'all already know what happened. We all already know what happened. Nothing new is gonna happen, right? So she just, if she can keep making you believe there's something new, because in reality, in a year saying I'm getting close, what did Candace Owens actually get close to? What revelation did she give you about Charlie Kirk and his death? Nothing. She was getting close, and at the end of the day, gave you absolutely nothing. That's what she gave you. Nothing at all. And I remember being able to find the videos where she would talk lovingly about Charlie Kirk, but I believe she scrubbed him, because I don't see any of it now. I mean, this girl is literally doing episodes talking about who removed Charlie Kirk's wedding photo, and she does like an hour on that, and she gets like 1 million views. So whatever she's doing is definitely working. But what I'm telling you guys is, please stop considering that to be journalism, because she's not attempting to be a journalist. She's not even trying to trick you into thinking that she's a journalist. She's just trying to get a click and a view and make some money, right? 100%.